Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with allthingsbbq.com, and this is Grilled Cajun Shrimp Pasta. Well, today we're whipping up a pot of creamy Cajun shrimp pasta. We're doing it on the grill. We're gonna be utilizing the Napoleon Prestige. It's a gas grill, but we're gonna be cooking over charcoal in the charcoal basket insert, utilizing that side burner as well to make our Cajun Béchamel that's gonna go over our bow tie pasta. We're gonna bring it all together with some veggies, some Andouille sausage. There's a lot to get to, so let's get started. So first thing we're gonna take a look at is our shrimp here. We have some nice big jumbo shrimp, taking the tails off, peeled and deveined. We're gonna stick these on skewers to grill them here in a little bit, but first we wanna give them a little marinade. So we've got the Smoke on Wheels barbecue marinade. This is an olive oil base. It's got lemon juice in it, it's got garlic, it's got thyme, all of these wonderful savory flavors that are gonna work great in this Cajun dish. So we're just gonna get these guys submerged and soak them for about 30 minutes. Now while that shrimp is soaking in the marinade, we're gonna go ahead and fire up the Napoleon, get this charcoal lit, and then we'll make our bechamel on the side burner. We got our lump charcoal in place in the charcoal basket. Slide that back in place, and we're gonna light it up here. Just using the burners over high heat just to get this charcoal started, and then once it's lit, we can turn off the gas completely. All right, so we're gonna start our bechamel sauce with some unsalted butter. Right away, I'm gonna start adding some garlic. We're calling it our Cajun Béchamel. We're gonna be throwing in some Cajun seasoning, some hot sauce, and of course we need some garlic. If you're not familiar with the Bechamel, essentially a sauce that starts with a roux, so that would be butter and then flour, which works as your thickening agent. And then you add your milk or cream. You start to build almost like a gravy. And then you can add your seasonings from there, traditionally nutmeg, but we're gonna add our Cajun elements after that. We're just grating that garlic thin enough that it's just gonna melt right in. So now once your butter is melted, and we don't wanna let that garlic go too far, we're gonna add our flour. And here's where we create that roux. Now in Cajun cooking, often you make a really dark roux. Toast it until it's pretty dark in color. You have to be careful when you're doing that because you can get to bitter really quick if you're not careful. We're not gonna go too terribly dark on this one. Past blonde, but not really dark. So you see how this kind of looks like wet sand now? That tells me it's okay to go ahead and add our liquid. So we're gonna come in with our half and half. And once we've got all of that half and half incorporated, we're gonna add our seasonings. All right, so we're gonna add some Cajun seasoning with the Cattleman's Cajun Fusion. 2 tablespoons of that. Then we're gonna hit it with some hot sauce. We got the Cattleman's Pitfire hot sauce, 2 tablespoons of that. Now this is what's gonna make our pasta nice and creamy in the end. So we can do this ahead of time, and we can mix it in later after we've cooked all of our sausage and our veggies. You can see how that's thickening up. So we're just cooking this until it's kind of got that thickened gravy consistency, and then we can take it off the heat, and we'll jump back over to the prep table. Now we've got some Andouille sausage that we're gonna put into our pasta. We've also got kind of the veggies here, the red onion, the bell pepper. We're gonna do some jalapeno, we've got some parsley. Oftentimes I'd put celery in this dish as well. I don't have any today, so we're not going to. But this is a raw andouille, so I need to get this grilled off before we can cook it in the Dutch oven. So I'm gonna go throw these on the grill now. So you can see our coals, they're nice and hot. It's over 600 degrees in here right now, and none of the gas is on. This is just the heat coming off the charcoal at this point. So we're gonna get some nice grill marks on here, just a little bit of char. We don't need to cook these all the way through. We just need them to be firm enough so that we can dice them up so that they can go into the Dutch oven with the rest of the veggies. Firmed up, good char, let's take them off. All right, so we're gonna do a little knife work now. Just go ahead and get all of this diced up. So next we're gonna do our green bell pepper. Pretty much the same kind of rundown, just a medium dice. All right, and we're gonna do our jalapeno. Up to you if you wanna leave the seeds in or take them out. Maybe a little bit spicier with them in there. I'm at least gonna cut some of that pith out. We'll dice these down just a little bit smaller. And then we've got some flat leaf Italian parsley that we're gonna use to finish this all off. We get it minced up now so it's ready to go. And then one last thing we need to do is dice up that andouille sausage. So you can see these aren't cooked all the way through, which is fine because we're gonna cook them again. We just needed to firm them up enough so that we could dice them. And honestly, getting a little bit of that char in there is gonna add some good flavor to the dish overall. Smells awesome. All right, we got all the knife work done. Those shrimp have been marinating for about 30 to 45 minutes now. We're gonna get those skewered up and seasoned so we'll be ready to head back to the grill and finish everything off. So we're just gonna pluck these out, line them up here on our double pronged fire wires. These are great because you don't lose anything or spin anything while you're flipping them. And we can get really great char on both sides. So we'll load these up with about a half dozen each. We want to leave enough space so that we can get some color all the way around on all of the shrimp. I'll finish these off and then we'll get them seasoned up with that Cajun rub. All right, so we're gonna hit these with some of the Cattleman's Grill Cajun Fusion, all those great Cajun herbs and spices that we're used to. So a little bit of heat from the cayenne, and of course some salt, some black pepper, some white pepper, thyme. You can see the oregano in there. It's all there. So those are gonna be ready to go on the grill. But first, we're gonna get everything started in the Dutch oven. Well, we're back at the side burner now. We've got the Lodge 7-quart Dutch oven ready to go. It's hot. I've got our andouille sausage that's been all diced up, not fully cooked, so we're gonna brown it off now. We'll start by putting just a little bit of our chili oil down first, just a tablespoon or so. The rest of the fat we'll get out of the andouille. So medium heat here, we're just looking to get some browning, get the sausage cooked through. All right, nice browning going on there. Some of that fat's coming out. So now we're gonna go ahead and add all of our veggies. Smells incredible already. Normally would have some garlic we'd be adding in here too, but remember we're doing the garlic in that Cajun Béchamel. Gonna shake just a little bit more of our Cajun Fusion in. And we're just gonna let these sweat down until the veggies are getting softened. So we're gonna go ahead and get the shrimp over the charcoal now. We're looking to get some nice color on these before we get them cooked all the way through. So we're going right over the hot charcoal. Again, 100% charcoal, no gas going on right here. We're gonna leave the door open, that way these don't cook extra fast. We can get some color on both sides before they're done. All right, so we're gonna add the bechamel to the Dutch oven now. We've also got 1 cup of Parmesan. I'm gonna add that. Let's give this a stir. And then we're gonna thin this out a bit with some chicken stock. We've got 2 cups, we'll start with 1. And this is our creamy Cajun pasta sauce. All we're missing now is the pasta. All right, give our shrimps a turn. Nice little bit of color on there. Let's go find our pasta. All right, so I've got a pound of bow tie pasta that we've cooked off, not all the way through. It's still got some bite to it because it's going into some warm sauce here. We don't want to overcook it. Just simmered for about 8 or 9 minutes in salted water, and that's all that's going on there. But this is essentially our Cajun pasta here. And once this is all warmed through, thickened and coated nicely, we're gonna pull it off and top it with the shrimp to finish. All right, so our shrimp now, let's take a look at these guys. You can see how there's basically no pink left in the dead center of those shrimp. But once it's opaque all the way through, it's cooked all the way through. So let's take these off. Well, it's looking good. Just the right consistency with about 1.5 cups of chicken stock added total. Let's stir in our fresh parsley that we chopped up earlier. And go ahead and plate some up. And we'll just go ahead and land those shrimp right on top. I'm going to top it off with just a little bit more Parmesan. I'm going to finish this with just a little bit of that Pitfire hot sauce, because I like the extra heat. I'm going to get a little bit of this pasta, some of that andouille here. So creamy. Man, the great Cajun flavors. You're getting all those herbs, getting the heat building. That andouille is fantastic. Great texture in there. The pasta is not overcooked, which is really important. But these shrimp, great cook on those. You get the lemon from that marinade, which is fantastic. And then of course all the Cajun flavors. Kiss of char from the grill. That all works really well together. This is some serious cold weather comfort food, and we could use it right now. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out allthingsbbq.com for all the products featured in today's video. If you enjoy the recipe, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to allthingsbbq.com/thesauce. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.